Welcome back to another video, and in this game I'm playing the EBR 105 again, and today we are on Ghost Town in a tier 9 game with no artillery. So in the EBR on Ghost Town, I like to start off with either going to the G3 bush here, or I like to make my way through the 8-9 line bushes and see if I can get some out spots. But since there's so many light tanks in this game, I'm thinking to sit on the ridge or sit on a bush somewhere and try to punish them if they make a over aggressive scout run. And I'm just gonna sit here and to start the game. So it's funny because all three of our light tanks all went to the exact same spot, and you never want three light tanks all in the same square. This is we're pretty much very useless here, very redundant, but it's fine. So here I'm just waiting for to see if the 54 or the EBR or myself spawn anybody, and then sure enough the 54 spots to 49, and then I put a shot into him, but it was HE and unluckily it didn't pen, unfortunately, but it's fine. And that was just a bad shot. I should have let that more. I was still firing HE, which is a lot slower than APCR, so that missed. If it was APCR, I'm pretty certain that would have hit. Because I think the HE is like 800 or so, 850, and then APCR is 1.3, yeah. So now, I'm just trying to make my way through here and see if I can spot anybody, but then we proxy spot each other. This is a Monka-esque moment. He's just gonna kind of abuse me here. He puts 3 into me and I only put 2 into him. That was just really bad trades from my side. Lost more than half my HP to a tier 9 light. I was very surprised that first he was here, and then secondly that we proxy spotted each other instead of I felt like maybe I should have outspotted him, because maybe if I had CVS then I would have, but I'm not a CVS gamer. So yeah, so now that he's a one-shot, I'm feeling a bit more brave. I'm thinking there's no way this guy is gonna risk staying here. But as you can see, I'm slowly moving through the bushes to see if I can I'll spot him, or if he tries to run, then I can catch him rotating. I'm here, I'm pinging the EBR to move up a bit, so he gets side shots if I do spot him. And I also need to be careful of the E5, which could be still camping in the corner. So now I'm pretty certain he left, so I'm gonna move up slowly, but as you can see, I'm very hesitant because like I don't want to lose any more HP. So here we catch him running. I back up. I think and then I take the shot, but it gets blocked by that house, unfortunately. And then our EBR puts a shot into him, but he doesn't get the kill. He doesn't have enough alpha. So now we have the 890 for us. So now it's just a matter of if we can make use of this side. There's no TD sitting on the 890 hill, which it's unfortunate because we couldn't easily outspot and get some free assist. But yeah. So now that the 49 is set, I'm thinking now. So I want to be in a position where I can spot from here and spot the A4 platform, and I believe the T30 is there because like he hasn't been spotted all game, and where else would a TD sit? And so I come up to this bush, try to spot him. Don't see anything so far, but now I do. So yep, he is here. Put one shot into him and then just back up because I don't want to yellow this guy right now. And obviously I can't pen his turret even with gold, so I'm just gonna try to keep him lit and see if the Fosh or someone else has shots from the middle. But he's backing up. So here I'm thinking I should go back because the pattern on the 1-2 line is getting 1v2'd by another pattern in the CS. But I noticed the Foch is pushing, like he's coming to where I am basically, and I know that the Foch can probably pen or at least damage the T30 with HG. So I stay and decide to spot for him, so he has shots. But the CS also comes back, but he's a one shot, so I don't think he's a huge problem. Our EBR is going for a pretty mad run right now through the middle of nowhere basically. So now I'm just gonna drive up on the ramp because I know I have the Foch covering me. And the CS is way too low to push, and the T30 doesn't seem like the greatest player, so I don't think he'll be YOLOing me as well, because there's a Foch behind me. So, but now on this ramp, I have free shots on the people in the city, like this girl and E5. Luckily, they don't really pay attention to me. I mean, to be fair, like why would they bother shooting an EBR that is so far away and kind of moving around just on their side when they have other people to deal with, like this E5. Unfortunately, that doesn't go in, it gets absorbed by the tracks. But yeah, so now I can't pen him anymore because I mean it's his front, and I'm not gonna bother with that. So I'm gonna go spot for the Foch now. Try to use this bush. Oh, I actually don't. I think I felt that spotting that would have been too unsafe. They could have pre-aimed me and they could have shot me there. So I run away. Here this is a pretty crazy shot. That somehow goes in. And it goes in with heat, which is perfect. Dodge E5 shots by getting low and also turning. And now the E100 is going to get, I'm noticing he's going to get 1v2'd, and I want to put a shot into at least one of them. So they don't get away for free completely. Yeah, so 7-5 is here. I have heat loaded, which isn't the best, and that was just a bad shot on top of having the wrong ammo type loaded. Should have had AP loaded, and that would have penned. But now it's just a matter of getting out and getting unspotted. The EBR reverse speed is actually quite slow, in my opinion. I think the 65 is hitting an EBR 65 is really not that hard, as opposed to 95. So the reverse speed is actually quite slow. So now it's a 3v5. Two light tanks and the Foch versus a T30 and mediums and two heavies. At this point, I believe that it was winnable. Because Ghost Town is a really open map, and there's no artillery, there's no stirv. They don't really have any other lights. So if they don't play it perfectly, in my opinion, then we can outplay as light tank drivers, especially in an EBR. We have heat, we have AP when we need it, we have amazing HE when we need to reset, when we need to pen. So this is definitely winnable. So now that I know that the 705 and the E5 and the pan are in the city, I kind of want to respot for this Foch again, see if he can put a shot into a T30 with a CS. But he doesn't really have a shot, and then so I put one in. But I also noticed that they're capping now, and I immediately go back. There's no point to stick around here because with how close these guys are and how fast the CS is, they could be 2 cap, 3 cap very soon. So I need to just head back and get ready to reset. For all we know, like the CS could have zoomed back as well. It's not just the heavies and the pattern. So the EBR is also going around, and he's going through the city, which is fine. But then I noticed E5, he's pushed past the cap, and I mean, kudos to him, I guess. I mean, I guess he just assumes that I will be resetting from here, which is right because I'm playing the side. So I can't really sit there and spot and then move up and then shoot. So it's nice that the EBR went through the middle, but it would have been even nicer if he didn't die for it. I mean, he could have spotted from here, he could have spotted maybe even from here, or maybe even tried going up instead of it's driving through middle of nowhere against the pattern. But anyway, I get a reset on the CS, and then the Foch is also going back now. So now I still need to reset. But I can't stay here because E5 is sitting somewhere here. So if I peek, then I get spotted and I get lit up. So again, there's not much time because they can have 2 cap, 3 cap very soon, anytime basically. So I had to dodge through the city. I don't think I would have time to go over here. Plus, I assumed Caesar was still on the ridge. So this is where the EBR should have went to spots, but he didn't go here. Just drove in the middle of nowhere. But yeah. So here I killed the CS and also reset, but now I'm driving out of the render range of a T30, just so that he doesn't get an easy shot on me. And then now I can relight the pattern and reset him as well. Some HE. And then the 705A is just driving towards me, so I need to get out of here. And then T30 just whiffed the shot, which is good. So I just need to drive away and run away from the 705A. Which is really not that hard. I mean, the tank is pretty blind and it's really slow compared to the EBR. So now I'm coming up to this T30, and luckily he misses. So I'm gonna climb up this ridge trying to get a shot into him. But before I do that, I'm going to act like I'm coming from the left. When I get unspotted, and then go up through the right. So either now I'm assuming like this should make him look towards his right, my left, and I should be able to get a free shot, which somehow he's not here. So I drive forward, and then I guess he got completely baited by that little maneuver. And then he drives down, which is the right move. If he stayed, I believe I would have reloaded and put a shot into him. So I know the E5. So now the E5 and the Patton are kind of 2v1ing the Foch. So I'm trying to go back and see if I can help him. On my way back, I see a Patton going through the city. So now I know it's a 1v1 actually with the Foch. So now it's like the perfect opportunity for me to run back and see if I can help him with the E5. If we can kill an isolated target like the E5, that will make this game so much easier to win. So as you can see, I'm asking for HP, but either he has his chat turned off or he doesn't want to respond. But either way, it's fine. So E5's on cap. The Foch puts a great shot into him for 750. And now I'm seeing if I can help reset. The 705A actually came back in time, which is very surprising. But so E5 is going towards city. The pattern is also came back. So now it's a little tricky. Now it's kind of 2v3 with both of us kind of cornered in this little alleyway here. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, I should just drive high. There's no way the 705A is aiming at me and pre-aimed, right? And yeah, sure enough, he's not. And then the Foch kills the E5, which is beautiful. So now I'm just gonna drive. I should have had AP loaded there, honestly, but I just wanted to get some damage in. I didn't know if I would have his side or his front. Or heat would have worked as well there. So I'm assuming he's gonna shoot blind fire. Yep, and he does. So now I'm gonna re-spot him, get unlit, and then put a shot into him. So now I'm coming back and just checking to see if the T30 has moved in the open field, and he hasn't, which is good for us. Unluckily, that shot misses. That would have been a pretty key shot. T30 is also pushing the Foch now, so now I really need to help out this Foch. The Patton, I can't help kill the Patton, but unfortunately 705A takes down the Foch. So I think it's a little unlucky. I mean, with that gun from those ranges, it's not a guarantee, especially in a 705. It's not like the Foch is an easy target to pen anyway. Unfortunate. And then T30 is a one shot, so I kill him. And then now it's just the 1v1 against me and the 705A, and he's on what? He's on 800 HP, and there's 20 seconds left. So I'm assuming you can guess how this ends. Spoiler alert if you haven't figured it out. This ends in a draw. He doesn't really come out, which is fine for him. And then I'm not gonna go into the city because I'd rather not lose. So I'd rather just draw the game. I drive by here, see if I can see if he's here, but he's not. So, and the game ends here. So yeah, so the 705A was on what 800 HP, right? So, um, there were two shots on him that I should have penned if I wasn't if I had the right ammo type loaded, or if I just aimed better, especially that first one. There was one. The first one was when he was hugging the E100 on this corner, and I was firing heat, and I guess I hit his tracks. And the second one was I had HE loaded, and I had his ass to me, and those would have been 390 each, so 720. He would have been basically 20 HP, 30 HP, and that could have drastically changed this game. 20 HP, I could HE his tracks a few times, and he would have died. But unfortunately, I had a little misplay at the end there against the 705. But yeah, overall, I think this game was played quite well. We kind of did what we needed to do, and we almost pulled a comeback. But yeah, we'll head over to the battle results screen, and we'll finish it from there. So yeah, and these are the battle results screen. As you can see, it's draw. 4.2k damage, 5.4k assists, so nothing in assists really. Uh, yeah, nothing too crazy. It was a draw. But yeah, anyway, I just want to show that replay because it was pretty close, and I felt like it could have been a win if I just penned those shots from 705. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.